Good morning, YouTube. How we doing? Oh, it's afternoon, right?
I think it's evening. I think it's evening.
Good evening, YouTube. How we doing today? Got a special guest with us here today. Came all the way down from Houston, Texas. He's a big fan of the show. I really just met the man in person today. Talked to him on the phone a couple times. Said, Cap, I need to be on your show. Said, I'll oblige you, buddy. Come on down. All right. So this is Majid. His name is, tell me your name.
My name is Majid Khalil.
Majid, but I call him Magic.
Magic man.
Listen, this food's gonna be magic tonight. I promise you. Right? It's gonna be
Yes,
on,
it
right?
is. Love me some shrimp fettuccine.
Shrimp fettuccine. That's what we having right here. This is everything we're gonna need. And Majid or Magic gonna let you know exactly what we need to get this cooking, right? So let them have it, big boy. Let them know what we got.
We're gonna start off with the heavy whipping cream.
Yeah.
Whole milk. 2 sticks of salt. Two sticks. Okay.
Salt, butter.
We got the Rotel
Yeah.
seasoned blend
That's right.
with the onions. He'll tell you why later.
Okay.
Velveeta. 2 thingies of what is this called again?
Fettuccine. Yeah.
And of course, you know.
That's what makes the magic happen, man. Captain Kobe's Cajun season.
Yes,
That's what
is.
makes the magic happen.
Oh, and then we can't forget the
Can't forget the shrimp. That's right. Good job. All right, listen, I know everybody knows I like to cut my onions fresh, but today we bought the frozen. We bought the frozen for a special reason. When this thing defrosts a little bit, they soft, they cook a little bit faster, cook a little easier, and we don't want to cook this cheese and everything else we have down for an hour just to get our onions down, so we're cheating today. But we're cheating for a reason.
Hey,
right?
we're cheating for a good reason.
That's right, for a good reason.
Captain, I'm hungry.
Hey,
How long does this take?
This will take to prepare probably about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then you kind of want to let it rest. It needs to rest. When we make our noodles, I'll explain that a little bit later, but we want it to rest. We're gonna mix everything together, let it rest, let some of those noodles absorb into the noodle itself.
The juices.
What I said? Yeah, the juices. My bad. See that?
Ooh.
We're gonna let the
Gotta
juices
let the
absorb to the noodles,
Mm.
and that's what gives it the flavor. That's what
My
makes it
mouth
awesome.
water. My mouth water. I'm ready.
All right, first thing we want to do is we're gonna melt this butter and we're gonna saute our onions and bell peppers and our seasoning blend right here in there. We're gonna let that brown and cook down real well. That's gonna be our first order of business. After that, we're gonna add our cream and add our cheese in there and let that cook down while we get our noodles boiling, all right?
Sweet.
So first thing I need you to do is we're gonna come on over here
All right.
and go ahead and get this in that pot right here.
Really? You put this thing in here for me?
We put that in there for you. We thought we'd get a little bit more kick out of you than that, but
I figured from Texas, I'm used to this. It's my friend right here. Check that guy out. You gotta love that. All right, Kevin.
yeah, we're back with old magic nerves of steel right here. Nothing phases him, not even snakes, being from Texas. Anyway, let's get that butter going in there.
All right. 2 sticks of salted.
2 sticks of salted.
That's stick number 1. Stick number 2.
Just got a little.
Am I working with this bad boy?
You're working, that's the one. Man.
Look at it like that.
That's amazing magic.
I remember when Julia showed me, and I'm like, what happened? Was that on sale? Do you not get the whole spoon? So why do you need 2 sticks of butter?
With 2 sticks of butter is gonna help you saute this down right here.
Okay.
And it kind of helps you get that creaminess in there too. So once our butter's melted all the way down, we're gonna go ahead and throw these onions in there now.
Okay.
Again, we'll let it get a little time for that.
Seasoning blend.
Seasoning blend.
Melted butter.
Melted butter, go ahead.
Add the goodies.
Go ahead and put that in there.
Alright.
Sweet. So look, we don't want a lot of onions. Sometimes I like a lot of onions and bell peppers when I normally cook, but when you cooking this, it don't call for a lot of the onions and stuff in there. Just a little bit, just for the flavor, just for the, you know, and a little bit of crunchiness. You don't want the, you know, You want to crunch every single bite. See how that plays out right here.
Okay.
All right. And I think what we failed to mention that what we have right here is we have about 2.5 pounds of shrimp is what we bought today. So you don't want a lot of shrimp. You don't want to overpower with that because the noodles are filling too.
Okay.
Right. So that's why we only have like a small. We eat this kind of like this with a bread. So we don't have like 3 or 4 sides after that. The noodles kind of a side, the shrimp is kind of your meat. And we just usually eat that with bread. That's how you usually eat our.
Nice. Any kind of special bread that you like?
I like garlic bread.
Garlic bread.
Texas toast, something like that.
Texas
Texas.
toast.
Maybe we'll have Texas toast with the guys from Texas today, right?
Texas toast.
All right.
Let's put it on Texas toast.
I like it. All right, while this is starting to warm up and heat up, while we're gonna brown that up, we're gonna get Magic to go ahead and cube up this cheese for us. I like the Velveeta cheese, it's creamier. And we wanna cut this. Can you tell me how we're gonna cut that, Magic?
I'm a cube it. You want me to cube it? I could cube it.
I like cube. You know why? Tell me why.
Because I like it.
Well, that, we could go with that.
Yeah.
But we're also gonna go with, it's easier to melt. One big old block of cheese takes a lot longer than some little bit of small cubes, right?
That makes sense.
There you go, baby. That's what we like.
Look at you. Captain Kobe, man. I swear. When I seen your first show, I was hooked. Started watching all your little videos. And then tried the seasoning. The seasoning, I literally put it on popcorn.
It's awesome. Hey, you know, you're not the first one to tell me that. A lot of people tell me that. I got a guy in Washington State tells me he puts on his popcorn. I thought it might have been a little bit too seasoned for people up north. But,
Yeah.
you
They
put it
need
on
some
your
flavor.
popcorn, they're loving it.
They need some flavor up there. Believe me, they need all the help they can get.
Right.
But yeah, I got my kids asking for it. Julia can't keep enough of it.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it, man. Listen, I'm telling you, once you taste Captain Kobe's Cajun seasoning, you're hooked, you're done. It's almost like crack. I'm serious. You gotta have it. You can't eat without it, you can't cook without it. I'm telling you, this will be the next phenomenon.
Now, let me
In
give
the
you a
United
little bit.
States
Let
of
me give you a
America.
little bit more backstory. So, my parents are originally from Jerusalem, so we do a lot of Mediterranean dishes.
Okay.
That's the norm in our house.
Okay?
We're putting it in Mediterranean food. We Cajun up the Mediterranean, Captain.
Medi-Cajun, huh?
Medi-Cajun.
Yeah, how about
we
that?
got
I
the
like
Medi-Cajun going. Yes, sir.
Listen, sometimes when we cooking and we working, we end up getting some fire calls. And
Well, I tell you, it's never a dull moment around here.
right, never a dull moment. We get to rolling, we get to moving, and sometimes I have to leave my trusted helper that day
So does this look right?
in charge when I leave. So this is what we got when we left.
Captain, you told me to keep stirring. You never told me to stop.
Yeah, Texas. We're not barbecuing onions right here. We're not cooking this for 12 hours on a slow, low heat right here. We are just browning onions. We're not barbecuing them. So now we're going to go to plan B. Well, good thing Captain Kobe got some spare stuff in the cabinet, right? In the eyes box, huh? So, had some butter left. Had some onions left over from one of the meals that we chopped up when we froze. So we're just gonna
Go with what we got.
go with what we got,
Go
right?
with what we got. All right, Captain, take 2. So we melt the butter,
Melt the butter,
throw the onions
throw onions in there, brown them.
Not dark brown.
Not dark
I
brown,
mean, now we know what not to do.
barbecue, brown, Texas style onions. We're just gonna brown them, saute them down real good. Then we're gonna add our heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
Bring that to a boil right there. Add our cheese. Put that down.
Yeah, we might need to get some more cheese, Captain. We've been snacking. We've been snacking.
We're gonna be good. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be good. Now this is brown onions, not burnt black onions. Brown onions. Got that right, man? You good?
That's brown onions.
All right. Let's get our heavy cream out.
Heavy cream. Just start pouring it in.
All right. Pour it in.
Man, that smells so good, Captain.
No idea, buddy. And look, I'm gonna show y'all something. When you cook it that way, see how this comes in there and it gives you just a little bit of tinted color into that. It's gonna give you a little tint to your stuff right there. It's gonna help with that flavor. All right?
So that's that oil mixing with the cream.
It's gonna come together. Now we need
The cheese.
the rotel. Let's get us a thing of rotel.
Snap my fingers and this thing comes
Oh,
over.
we need a thing. All right.
Magic
Let's get
man.
us a more magic man. I thought you would be.
Magic abracadabra. We still closed.
All right, we're gonna get us a can opener.
All right.
All right. Now we got our magic can opener here finally, and we got a pot of water going. You know why we got that water going?
I have no idea, Kevin. What you got going on?
We
over
gotta
there?
cook our noodles in there.
Ah, the noodles.
Yeah,
the fettuccine part of it.
Fettuccine.
Gotcha.
Huh? All right. See how we're looking right here. I like.
There we go.
Good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this come back to a ball.
Okay.
And then once that comes back to a ball, we're gonna take our cheese slowly at a time. We're gonna let that melt. We're gonna stir constantly. We're gonna put our fire on the medium. We're gonna let this come to a rolling ball before we put our stuff in there.
Okay.
And then once we get that in all our cheese, then we're gonna mix that together. But we're gonna let it head ourselves right now. All right. So what we wanna do is let this come to a ball. All right.
Good deal.
All right, as you can see, we're starting to ball right. You don't want to, when you get this cream sauce, you don't want for it to ball hard. You really shouldn't ball your cream at all, but I like to get it going a little bit. That way when we put our cheese in there,
It'll
get
feel
with it.
faster.
Yeah, so let's get our cheese going in there.
What, just a little bit at a time?
Well, our pot's big enough. I think we can use all of that.
Okay.
And I'll just stir it around where it's not all in one big clump. Okay.
A little bit for later.
Yeah, a little bit for the mice. And I'll let you take over the stirring duties.
All right.
Okay.
Let me get all the practice I can get.
There you go. And I'm gonna watch the water.
Boil.
Well, it's never gonna boil once you're watching it, right? Once you watch the water, it never boils till you turn away and it starts boiling.
It'll start to boil.
There you go. All right, Magic, how we looking right there, bud?
Yeah, we're all melted down. We're real nice and thick.
Super thick right there, right?
Super thick. Got the cheese, got the rotel, got the heavy cream, butter, the onions.
Okay.
What's next?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our noodles. We're gonna make them al dente, right? We're gonna make them just close to being ready. So what we want to do is we want to this loose a little bit, so that when we take these noodles and transfer that into here, the rest of that it needs to absorb is gonna absorb in the noodle itself. This sauce, right?
Nice.
Make it nice and thick. So we're gonna do about half of this.
Half a pint.
I have a pint just to kind of loosen that up. And if we think we need a little more to make it a little looser to see where we at, so I want to keep that on a low fire. Make sure we're on a low fire. Yeah, we're on a low fire. So if you think it's not thick enough, we should be a little bit thinner, and it could be thin. We'll put a little bit more.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes all of it, depending on how much cheese you actually had in there. I know we kind of snacked a little
Oh,
bit.
I had the snack. I had the snack.
All right, now that we loose, okay, smooth, we're gonna add our shrimp in there. So listen, I only got to really dust the top of the shrimp, so we're gonna scoop it out a little bit, and we're gonna hit a little bit more seasoning on there, scoop it out, and then we'll season our cream all together, and then we'll see how it goes.
All right.
And before we add those noodles in there, we're gonna wanna taste it. Okay, see if we need to add a little more seasoning. While Magic's cooking our shrimp down right there, our water's boiling. I just started to boil right here, so what we're gonna do, take our fettuccine noodles and just drop them in there. Now you like your fettuccine noodles whole? It gets a little mess when you do it. You can break them in half, you can...
Yeah, I really don't have no preference. Whatever you want, I'll eat.
Okay, we'll do it whole, how about that?
Let's try it whole.
Okay.
So you said you're gonna do it al dente?
Al dente, you know what that is?
Al dente, not done all the way.
Not done all the way.
Yeah.
At least I think that's what I know anyway. I'm
Hey,
not a
that's
chef,
what
I'm just a
that's-
Cajun cook. We call it till they almost ready.
Till they almost ready.
Yeah.
So you were saying it's gonna be a Cajun word of the day, huh?
Yeah, hopefully.
What's the Cajun word gonna be?
I don't know, I made one up yet.
Okay.
I'm working on it. All right, now that we're cooking up pretty good, if you get a good shot in there, you see we kind of got a little slow roll to it right there, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little taste test to see, because we just seasoned our shrimp, we really had to season our sauce. So what we're gonna do is, what a lot of people get mixed up, is when you taste it hot like this, right out of the pot, and you taste it, it seems like it's seasoned enough because you got the temperature and you got the pepper in there. Well, what you do is you scoop a little piece, and you let it cool off, then you taste it. That way you know if you have enough seasoning or not.
Okay.
All right, we got our taste spoon right here, our taste tester. So let's go ahead and taste this and tell me what you think.
All right. That's fire.
That's fire, it's
That's
good?
fire.
All right, I like that. You think we need to add any seasoning to that? Any salt and maybe a little more pepper?
Honestly, I feel like it's got it all.
Captain Kobe's does have it all.
Yeah,
That's why you don't
it
need more.
kinda has it all,
I'm not
I'm
even just
serious.
saying that because it's my seasoning. It really does pretty much have it all in there.
You know
Everything
something a lot of people are not gonna know unless they try it.
Well, listen. Go to Captain Kobe's with an S.com, CaptainKobe's.com, and you can order Captain Kobe's Cajun seasoning you need.
And they could try it there.
And they can
There
try
you
that.
go.
I promise you won't be disappointed.
Man, I'm ready, Cap.
All right. All right, Magic. We got our noodles
Come on with
right
the
where we
noodles.
want them. And look, we're just gonna dump that
Nice and easy.
right in there, nice and easy.
Al dente.
Al dente. Stir that up real good. Yeah.
Oh man, look how creamy that
Isn't that
is.
awesome?
Dude, that is gorgeous.
I like it too.
Now I can go back home and teach my wife something.
There you go, now you know. So what we're gonna do is, now that our noodles are al dente, they're not quite all the way, we're gonna cover this. Should suck up some of this juice in there.
Okay.
Make that a little bit thicker. Keep that on the low fire. You could actually take this off if you wanted to.
So the heat from the cream is gonna cook it?
Gonna all bring it back in there. I'm gonna take this front fire off. Okay, keep this on the super low fire right there. All right, so listen. While that's cooking, we're gonna let that soak up a little bit. We got a few minutes, probably about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man.
Born and raised in Houston.
Okay,
Parents are from Jerusalem.
okay,
Been born in the 80s,
all right,
90s, baby.
gotcha.
Yeah, I love R&B, rap, hip hop.
All right,
Right now I'm working in the oil and gas.
okay.
We're up in Mississippi. We figured we were so close.
Gotta come get one with
I
Captain
had
Kobe,
to
right?
get one with Captain. I mean,
I like
no one else has a show like you. You the chef and you teaching. Usually it's the other way around. Someone has a show and they bring a professional chef.
That's
in.
right, right?
I want to thank you
You got it.
for indulging me.
You got
This
it,
is
man.
definitely something new for me, and I'm really enjoying myself.
Yeah. He does work with my daughter. My daughter lives in Houston, and they
GB?
do work together, and
Yeah.
they have a good time. So I'm glad you came. I
Hey,
enjoyed
I'm
having you.
glad
out
you're
here.
having me. This is honestly a blast.
Yeah. So we said a little earlier we're gonna do a little Cajun word of the day.
Cajun word of the day.
What my daughter always calls you.
Can we put that on camera?
No, not that bad. We're right. We're gonna talk that word, right?
Couillon.
A couillon, that's right. So our
Couillon.
Cajun word it is couillon. A couillon is kind of like a knucklehead when you're kind of being silly or
And we're silly all the time.
That's right. So Cajun word of the day is
Couillon.
couillon. That's right. When the whole crew comes, put the whole crew to work. Right, Nick? Oh yeah. Got it, man.
All right, Captain.
Oh,
Come on, shrimp. I'm not gonna let you go back in.
really good.
I'm telling you, there ain't gonna be none left over.
We'll see.
So you better get all you guys in here and get it while it's still here. That's it. And then you got garlic and cheese. I'm gonna do a cheese and garlic.
Good.
Bam. See?
No cheese for me, just the garlic. Well, Magic, what you think about that? That good, huh, bud?
It is really good.
Good.
Like I said, it's worth a 3-hour drive.
Was it a 3-hour drive,
Yes,
huh?
sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Get our taste in here. It's truly phenomenal, ladies.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Yeah, that's what I like too.
Mm.
Listen, want a fast, fairly quick, easy meal? Feeds a lot of people, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Try this shrimp fettuccine. Promise you're gonna love it. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for tuning in, and see y'all in the kitchen.